Hello everybody, Joe Clone here, back again with another LEGO Marvel minifigure review video. Today will be Joe Clone's LEGO Spiderman minifigure showcase. I'm doing this because people have been wanting more collection videos on my channel, and I've accumulated a lot of LEGO Spider-Man minifigures over the past months, and Ultimate Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel superhero ever. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit is my favorite Spider-Man suit ever. Ultimate Spider-Woman is one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time, so I've always loved Spider-Man. He's just one of the best, one of the most popular superheroes in the entire world, and he was actually the first superhero to ever be made in LEGO, so he's an iconic LEGO minifigure as well. But I have quite a lot of these minifigures. They're all different from each other, all super detailed, such great minifigures, and yeah, we're just gonna go through them all and let's get into it. And here we go. We're gonna do the pan across like we always do, and like I said, all of these minifigures that I have are completely different from each other, and it's just truly awesome that we've gotten this many different kinds of Spider-Man official LEGO minifigures, especially if you just look back to the original LEGO Spider-Man minifigures. Like, it's just so cool to see updated versions of those. It's just truly amazing. Different Spider-Men and women in general, not just Peter Parker, just so awesome. Spider-Man easily has one of the most iconic suits and looks ever. Everyone knows who he is, everyone knows what he looks like, and yeah. And I said Spider-Man was the first superhero to ever be made in LEGO as a minifigure. That minifigure was Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2, so I figured we start this review off with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man himself. This is obviously not the original. This is the updated version from the No Way Home Final Battle set, and I gotta say, LEGO did just such a fantastic job with this minifigure. He looks so great. It's just so nostalgic yet perfect for the newer and obviously current LEGO technology for prints and stuff like that. It's just a great minifigure, one of the best Spider-Man minifigures of all time. Those silver lines, the eyes, they look so awesome. It's just truly a dream to have this minifigure in my collection because I always wanted the original one as a kid and I never was able to get it. And Tobey's Spider-Man suit is my favorite Spider-Man suit of all time. No one else rocks the silver web lines like Tobey does on his suit, and I've always just thought it's such a badass look, and Tobey's Spider-Man is the GOAT. Some of the first Spider-Man movies some of us ever saw as kids were his movies, so I'm just so happy to have this minifigure in my LEGO collection. I'm so happy he's in the main Marvel movie universe. And up next, we have the straight-up comic book LEGO Spider-Man minifigure. I figured we'd do him next because this is how we see Spider-Man first appear in the comics, and the minifigure is great. It's just such an accurate representation for how he looks most of the time in the comics. I love the arm printing, how that was finally added. I wish I had the dual molded legs, but I could get those in the future. But this is really just, you could use this minifigure to represent any version of Spider-Man, truly. So that's why I've always viewed him as a great minifigure. He's actually the first LEGO Spider-Man minifigure that I added to my collection, so that's why he's always been special to me. Sticking with the theme of Spider-Man from the comics, this is the comic book LEGO Iron Spider minifigure, simply printed. But this is exactly how the suit looks in the comics. It looks like it's right out of the pages itself. This is a awesome minifigure. I am so happy to have this minifigure in my collection because I honestly never thought I'd get him, but I actually was able to get him in a bundle deal. I love how we have the back printing there, even though it wasn't they didn't need to do that because, as you'll see shortly, he has a back accessory, but you could sort of see the ports where the arms come out. It's so great, a perfect representation of the Iron Spider suit from the comics that Tony Stark makes for Peter Parker during the Civil War storyline. But let me show you him with the arms on. How awesome does he look with those arms? I've always loved the Iron Spider suits from the comics and the movies. Just such a cool and just different spin on Spider-Man and his suit itself, and yeah, just truly badass. Still sticking to the comics, up next we have Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is the most current Miles Morales Spider-Man minifigure, and Miles is special to me because not a lot of people know this, but Miles is actually from Earth 1610, the Ultimate Universe, my favorite Marvel Comics universe. Honestly, 616 and 1610 are the main and most popular Marvel universes in the comics, and Miles takes the mantle over for Peter Parker because Peter Parker's Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe actually dies. So that's why Miles has always been special to me. He's so massive in Secret Wars in the comics, and his suit has always just been so badass to me. In the comics, Nick Fury actually makes Miles' suit for him, this suit that he's wearing right now. And Fury actually looks out for Miles because he feels like he really was wrong in watching over Peter Parker, and really felt guilty for his death. So that's why I've just always loved Miles and the suit he wears. I'm so happy to have this minifigure in my collection. In my top 3 Marvel female superheroes of all time, we have Ultimate Jess Drew Spider-Woman, and I love her in the comics. She actually really trains Miles and really shows him how to be Spider-Man. She's an iconic Ultimate, and 616 Spider-Woman is a iconic Avenger. Unfortunately, I don't have 616 Jess Drew as a minifigure because that was a Comic-Con exclusive and it is massively expensive. I hope we actually see another version of her in a set so I'm able to get it. But I have always loved her suit. It's like the Iron Spider. It's simple printed, but this is exactly how it looks in the comics. That candy red crimson color with that white spider symbol is just always been so awesome to me. And that's why I really don't like Spider-Gwen in the movies, because they really gave the mantle of Ultimate Jess Drew Spider-Woman and how she trains Miles how to be Spider-Man to Spider-Gwen in the movies, and I'm just not a fan of Spider-Gwen or that suit, and I just feel like they did Ultimate Jess Drew wrong, because even in the movies, Miles is from the Ultimate Universe in the animated movies, so I would love to see her in the movies one day, but this suit is so cool. I just have always loved how it looks, and like I said, she's one of my favorite female Marvel superheroes of all time. This minifigure is actually pretty valuable nowadays because it's becoming a little more rare, so I'm just so happy to add her to my collection. Oh yeah. And on to the Toms. We're on to the Tom Holland Movie Universe Spider-Man minifigures. This is the integrated suit, and I'm doing him first because out of the 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man minifigures I have, this is probably my least favorite, but it's still an awesome minifigure. The prints are fantastic. This is obviously from the No Way Home movie, which was great, but I like this one better than just the straight up red and black. The gold accents really just complement the red and black well with this minifigure, and the printing is just so good. I honestly like the minifigure more than the suit in the movies. The dual molded legs, fantastic. The back print, fantastic. I've actually sometimes used him as a Superior Spider-Man minifigure, but I know that's not right, but it's still a great minifigure. This one might be my favorite LEGO Spider-Man minifigure ever. This is the Tom Holland, sorry about that. This is the first Tom Holland Spider-Man suit that we see him wear in the movies, and the minifigure is fantastic. I just love how the navy and red and black looks. The printing is so amazing. It truly is. The arm print is immaculate. It's just a great minifigure. The back print, so awesome. Dual molded legs. It's just one of the cleanest LEGO Spider-Man minifigures that they've ever made, and I am ecstatic that I have him in my collection because, as you know, he is the Spider-Man I use for my LEGO Avengers, so yeah. And last but certainly not least, one of the most valuable LEGO Spider-Man minifigures out there today, we have Tom Holland's Iron Spider Marvel Movie Universe minifigure. And like I said, Tobey's Spider-Man suit is one of my favorites of all time. Tom Holland's Iron Spider-Man suit is also one of my favorite Spider-Man suits of all time. I've always just loved it ever since it debuted in Homecoming at the end, and especially in Infinity War, which is my favorite Marvel movie of all time. This minifigure is so awesome. The print on the torso is fantastic. The leg print is fantastic. The arm prints are fantastic. The only thing that bothers me about this is, why did LEGO not give it dual molded legs? The previous Spider-Man minifigure that we looked at came out before this one and has dual molded legs. Why couldn't you give the Iron Spider dual molded legs? I don't know why. It's the only thing wrong with this minifigure, but other than that, it's perfect. The arm print, fantastic. The back print is fantastic as well. Look at how clean that looks, the shininess of the gold. And like the comic book Iron Spider suit, they really didn't need to do a back print that good because, as you know, he has the arms, and I will show you what he looks like with them on right now. And how good does he look with those arms? Oh my god, this is such a great minifigure. I'm so happy to have him in my collection. I actually got him for a pretty great price. I didn't pay that much money for him, so super lucky, super happy. Yeah, I actually did a comparison video with this minifigure, and we have a little bonus minifigure in this video today. My custom Iron Spider minifigure. I had this one before the official one, and this is not official LEGO, but obviously it's still cool, and I just thought I'd give him, I thought he was an honorable mention to put in the video. He has probably the best arms I've ever seen, so just another cool addition to my collection, and a little bonus minifigure for this video. But yeah, that is the movie universe Iron Spider minifigure, and unfortunately that is the end of the review, so let's go to the final lineup. And there they all are. How great do they all look together. Like I said, Ultimate Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel superhero of all time, so I'm just so happy to have so many of these minifigures in my collection, because so many of the other ones I love, not just Peter Parker, obviously, like I said, Ultimate Jess Drew, Miles Morales, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, just some of the best Marvel characters in general of all time, not just in LEGO, and they have some of the best minifigures if we're talking about LEGO, let's be real. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. The only one who's missing, who I'm like clawing and scratching for, I need an Andrew Garfield LEGO Spider-Man minifigure. I just need him. That's the only one who's missing from this collection today, but yeah, let me just give you a focus on the Iron Spider, because I'm gonna milk that valuable minifigure for as long as I can on this channel. But as you know, I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe, and I thank you for joining me on the journey. That is a review. I will see you in the next one, and peace.